Password. Okay.
Placing it all.
Whoa. It's a terrible song. Actually, it's not bad. Okay. So, oh, math. Okay. Half of this is 2016. Oh, I don't have to do this. I can make a new document. Cool. Oh yeah, timer. I'm gonna try to do this in 1 hour. Hmm. Ah. Cool. Oh shit, that's the wrong layer. Um, you know what? Let's not worry about it. Oh, okay, that's too detailed right now. This is off. Like, oh. Whoa. Like there, maybe? I don't think it matters too much. Maybe it matters a lot. I think I'm worrying about this one too much right now. Oh, that is much bigger. Oh, and my timer. I mean, what the hell? Okay. That. You know what? This house is going to have to figure out its dimensions later on. Yeah, this is just more pushed up. Like that. You know what? This might make me feel better or worse. Oh. Maybe here. And then these are way taller. And this part's always so hard. That is not that tall. Or perhaps so wide. That is not there. That is starting to level out a bit. Okay. You can come back to that. Hmm. Mm. That helps enormously, doesn't it? So this needs to shift. It's fine, though. that angle? Oh, it's way off, I think. Like that. It's like, it feels like a 45 compared to this. You know what? I'm just gonna kill all this, get rid of this mess while I'm here. I know that's probably a bad idea, but and I'm gonna establish some more back here. So that's like kind of, I want to push that further in the back. So let's do chisel, a bigger chisel. Oh, I'll combine these layers later. Okay, so that goes down like that. Something here, it gets a little lighter, but I'll do that later. Let's go this way. Let's get some more people, maybe. Copy. What? Can you hear the music? Wait, speak on the chat if you can. It's doubling the audio? I don't know how to fix this. I have one audio source. Wait, maybe you can see what the problem is if I bring up this guy. So if I mute this, does that help? Does that work? Is that better? Oh, it's fixed now. Okay. Sometimes yes and sometimes no. Well, fuck. Oh, I think the... Let's see. Okay, that's that. Okay. I'm gonna say it's not doubling right now. And okay, cool. Okay, cool. Thank you. So this is the first time I've done this, and as you can see, I have no followers. So I'm just gonna post this link on Facebook. I know how you feel about Facebook, but I'm gonna just try it. All right, I need a good pitch here. So this is a true story. Went painting today, but forgot to bring paper. So, exclamation point, I'm making up for it by attempting, important description, a live stream of today's Plein Air. Shift Enter, Command Paste. All right, we might get all of my aunts in here, but let's see. It's doubling. What? Okay, I'm gonna turn off my music in my headphones. That might fix one problem. Hey. We'll get to the bottom of this. Wait, let me pause my timer. I don't think you can pause it. Don't worry about it. Okay, if I unmute this, turn this up. Thing. So that, okay, now my voice should be back, right?
Oh yeah, but you're like way behind on this. This live stream is like at least 15 seconds behind you.
Yeah, I told it to buffer.
Okay, cool.
Okay, this is difficult because there's no, you can see my screen. You can see there's like,
Now my voice should be back, right? Yep.
you're on my live stream.
This is so funny.
Yeah, I told it to buffer. Okay.
I love this.
It doesn't sound like it's doubling right now.
You're right.
Okay. I think turning off my music was what was doing it because I was listening to music in my headphones, but I didn't include those as like a audio recording source because YouTube will shut me down if I play anything that's whatever. I did that once and I finished. This is the first painting live stream, but I did a live stream like, I don't know, 6 years ago for like 2 minutes, and I played music for 2 minutes, and then I had like 20 emails listing all the infractions that I did had.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Crazy. No, but it's not doubling now, so
we're good.
cool. Alright.
All right.
I figured you'd want to know. So.
No, I appreciate it. All right.
Cool.
Okay.
See you on the other side.
All right. Bye. Cool. That was like live IT support. Okay. It is kind of weirder talking to myself on a YouTube live stream, so feel free to chat in the chat. So if you want an idea of like what I'm thinking about right now, is I want to separate this into some background, this being the background, foreground, or middle ground, I guess. Middle ground is going to be like where these trees are here. This is at Jenkin Estates. I went here to paint, and I stood here with Pepper, who was being remarkably well behaved for Pepper, set up my easel, took out my paints, blah, 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 and I didn't bring any paper. So, which I said earlier, but it was dramatic, traumatic. And so now I'm making it for last time. But it's a beautiful spot. We should go. It's close by. And then I did that zoom out thing on iPhone. So like it really fisheyed the perspective. So like the house is just, everything's kind of pointing in this really dramatic way that I kind of enjoy. So background, this is like really bright spot. So I kind of want to play with maybe making that a focal point, like having people here. So like all of this is going to, well, it all points this way. That's the thing. If I want my focal point to be that way, I suppose the house is pointing that way. But I want to keep these elements separate so that I can play with their brightness after the fact to try to mess with their position. And also kind of push the perspective a little bit. Like you can see this green line goes up way higher than this one just because I want to pop it out a little bit more. Okay, so that's one part of it. The other part that I'm thinking about is I'm trying to match values, which is really hard to do in color. It's much easier to do in black and white. So like this, the rooftop here, if you're just like, if you picture this in black and white, this rooftop is kind of like the same. Oh wait. It overlaps so much of the painting. Oh my God. We do not need that much of my face. Ew. Get the fuck out. There. That's plenty of me. Thank you, Patrick, for helping me with my live stream career. That was a great tip. So the value stuff. This rooftop is kind of the same as this area here. Gets a little darker on the side, but like same. And I'm looking at everything small because it's a lot easier to appraise these things from a distance. So that's where I'm at. Okay. So middle ground is kind of its own thing. So I'm going to make another layer. This program doesn't really like, yeah, see, it's already lagging. Ooh, by a lot. Okay. Oh my God. Whoa. This is actually like lag. I am painting, oh, see, so much better. I'm painting in a program called Heavy Paint, which is this program written by this guy named Von Ling. And I listened to a podcast about his making this program. And he basically just like taught himself how to program to make this program. And he was painting outside with this group called the Warrior Painters, who are the people who are doing that competition that I'm in. And he was trying to paint on his phone because he just liked the portability of it. He had one of those Samsung Notes at the time, and he didn't like any of the apps. Oh, I'm just getting an error at this point. What do I do? You know what? I bet it's because Jen is watching things. I can... Yeah, let's make me even smaller. So yeah, so he wrote this app in just little pieces, and what's kind of cool about it is that it just doesn't have any features, and it creates its own painterly style that I really like. What? Who's that? Somebody who knows Jen. Oh my god, I have another viewer. New number, who dis? That could be anybody. But somebody who knows Jen, so we have a clue. Sweet. Okay, we're off and running again. I can't even like click on a person in the chat to try to glean more information. Oh yeah, foreground. And let's delete some of these icky lines. Which like I always try to not do. Like I always just try to deal with what I put down. Because if I was painting this with real paint, I wouldn't have this luxury. And it's kind of like, it's good for sharpening your skills. Also, I try not to, well, I'd like to try not to. Maybe I'll make that a goal going forward. To not color pick. So if I hit spacebar, it'll pick the color. But to force myself to dial in the color, even if I have an example of it, because the result will be more interesting color notes throughout the painting. If this isn't interesting, then I could talk about something else. Oh, it's Sam. Samantha. Omand. For my other viewer who doesn't know Sam, Sam and I went to the same school together, and I tormented her relentlessly, and I think she probably needed therapy. But also, I didn't, well, maybe I teased her a little bit. Sam is also a very talented artist, so she could probably see and point out if I'm doing anything wrong here. Whoa. Sam, have you ever used this program? Yeah, it does have different brushes. So these are the different brushes up here. So this is chisel, line, just as a line. And then what's kind of cool about them, let me just put a few more lines here. So I'm getting color jitter, which you can see, and that's controlled this way. So if I really jack this up and give myself a bigger brush size, you can see that it really jitters the color, which is quite fun. And then you can change the way that even jitters to be like on the point. So you'll get jitter along the stroke length and stroke point. That's like, yeah. And there's like a mobile version of this. So I was using this only on the iPad before. I just got this version. So then in addition to these tools, there's also different stamps, I guess. So if I took this line and did this, I get something completely different. Or that actually looks better with this. Yep. So some of these are just like really expressive and fun. Whoa, where did that color come from? Something like this, maybe. Ooh, okay, the color jitter is a little extra. But I don't like that one, so let's go back to this. So yeah, after this like started getting some traction, it just like it's like his main gig now, which is pretty cool. And so he live streams like his paints, which kind of gave me the idea to do this. Um, and yesterday, people were asking for like requests for the app, and he just like opened up, I don't know what application it was, and was like programming changes into like the website and the app on the spot, which is kind of fun. Okay. This green grass at the front is just really like nothing on this earth is this color green. It needs much more yellow. So let's dial that in. Oh, and I'm also using RGB sliders, which is like just the worst, but also the best. Like normally you use HSV. Well, at least I use HSV. So you dial in first your like color, which is pretty easy to find this way, and then you dial in its saturation, and then its lightness and darkness. So you kind of think about like color. I think color, value, then saturation, and saturation is value too. Like you'll lighten a color considerably by desaturating it. Like if I go into black and white, I don't know why I'm making this like a teaching moment. It's just habit. So you can see that even without adjusting value, color is value. So that's also something that you have to balance in your head. Oh, and there's that cool black and white version. I was off somewhere. Oh yeah, so using RGB values, you don't really have a way of like just picking a color. You like add. It's really kind of more like painting, I guess. Like if you drop the green and pull these up, you'll get purple. And then if they get too close to each other, it kind of grays them out. But because you can't really just get the perfect color because they're kind of clunky, although you definitely get better at it, you end up finding more interesting color notes because you're like, you know what? That's the best I can do. I can't find that fucking color. Oh yeah, the lawn. And yeah, you can get a lot of variation depending on the settings. And like I'll sometimes stare at other people's heavy paintings. Like if you search that hashtag on Instagram, by the way, Patrick doesn't use Instagram. You can see like I'll just see like brushwork where I'm like, I don't even know. Like I'm like, it looks like the chisel, but like what is that texture? So I'm like always trying to figure out what other people are doing. Oh, how do I find? Okay, this color is. You should. I am converted. My paintings got way more interesting. And then also if you just don't let yourself color pick. Oh, and then also like if you go this way, things get darker. This way gets brighter. So that's just like, that's a way to think about it. It's like it has some blue. Maybe Patrick can help me out here. I taught him the green is either more like red yellow or like blue purple. So this like here kind of feels like it could almost go blue. This is decidedly more yellow. Oh, barf. Oh, you know what? That feels closer. You know what? Maybe we'll just let color picker or color jitter just mix it up for us. Oh shit, that layer. Patrick agrees. We're good. Oh, it needs like a tinge more yellow though. And then just because you can kind of feel the perspective there, this is what I'm gonna do. Maybe this will work. It's just pull the paint strokes directionally a bit. Oh no, you do not. That is no. That's a no. I mean, what's the point? I used to, like, okay, it's not that it's not allowed, but I would say it would be frowned upon. And it's not it's not a feature in this program, although you could do that in like nearly any other program. You could sample from the image. But that was something I had to cut myself off from doing pretty early on, because you just you become too dependent on it, and then you're not making those color decisions, so you just have to suffer for a while until you start getting better. You were right. You know what? See that dark bit goes to the bottom of the house, but it doesn't go that high. Oh yeah, that's tomorrow. What time is it tomorrow? Are you allowed to say on the whole internet for the whole world to hear? This thing is just, you know what? I just have to let it go. Sick. Oh my God. An interview at that hour? Why? I guess that's like their first round of interviewing. Can you make it for 6:30? Can you get your ass out of bed? Okay, I need to move on because I am noodling already, and that is bad, but I'm just gonna cut that. Okay. All right, you're up. All right, so this is, see that house? Look at that house. It's too high. Is it not too high? Look at the space between here and here. Here and here. That house is like so too big. Oh. This is why this app is funny. Like that. And like it's down here even. Yeah, look at that space there and there. Oh. You know what? That feels better. Do we agree? And maybe like a, see, you can't like stretch. Like I would make it a little taller. I mean, I could just go and paint it, but there. Yeah, I want you to think about programming this and how difficult it would be and what's involved, because then we can program the heavy paint for VR. Yeah, right? It needs to be like taller now. But you know what? I'm just gonna move on. And I don't have to, I'm not trying to just duplicate this. I gotta make it my own. Okay, no color picking. Oop. Nailed it. Enough. And that kind of goes over there. Back to house. Oh, I almost color picked that, guys. What if you brought the house and the land down a bit, like maybe more than is accurate, to give this guy a big expansive field? You know what? You're so right, Sam. I appreciate you. So let's squeeze this down. Maybe there. What should I do with this little sliver though that I want to highlight? Bring that down too, I guess. Yeah, bring it all down. Something like there. And then, oh yeah. Yeah, that opened it up quite a bit. Cool. Oh, I'm not painting this in the right layer, which I normally don't care about, but I did a little portfolio review on warrior painters, and one of their tips was to help push my images more, to play with yeah, it definitely looks better, to play with composition by being a bit more considerate about how I build things so that I can adjust the value of my foreground, middle ground, and background, so I can try to push a focal point a little bit more. Don't we all? But you guys are like even more behind. Sam lives in Canada, in Toronto, where they just don't have their shit together because of a man named Doug Ford. That is just a little too bright. There we go. See? Just, you gotta not color pick. You'll get better at color. And this little blue guy, you know what? I'm gonna move him down. I'm gonna scooch him. Oh, I color picked. Oh god, it's such a habit. These are looking a little too gay. A little too rainbow. And maybe a little too purple. Yeah. Okay, I'm noodling again. I need to get the big shapes in. Big shapes. I know. It just was a little too gay. Sometimes it happens. Okay, so these trees, I put them in at the beginning. Y'all weren't here because I sent the wrong link to Patrick initially. But they're at that's like an intense angle, right? And then it kind of scoops down like it's fish-eyeing. So I really want to nail that. I think that's going to be maybe like a first or second read even. So let's get Mr. Line out. Is that too dark? You know what? It's fine. Whoa. What was that? So there's like a little guy from like, oh my god. I do apologize, guys. Hey. Like that much, I think, for that first little skinny boy. And then this one's like almost parallel. Hey. Like that. You know, it's closer. But it doesn't matter because it's my picture. It's so hard not to care. Okay. And then this one, it's really like, yeah. The karate noises, if you're not doing karate noises in your work, are you really bringing everything you've got? I just got a meeting reminder, an Outlook reminder to plan my week, which I did like once. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do that every week. That was so good. I was so organized this week. And now every time that goes off, I'm like, ugh, leave me alone. I'm not ready. No. Okay. So now if I just squint and see this as like a big dark blob that it is, it's doing one of these. Ooh. And then, yeah. Okay. Wow, I can't. I mean, I'm thrilled that Sam that you're here, but also a little sad that I just posted this on Facebook and I got one extra viewer. I mean, it's West Coast time. All my aunties are on the East Coast. Thought they'd be lining up. Okay, so this is now like heavy foreground, really dark. So this is where I can put in a lot of variation in color, and as long as the value is still the same, that is dark, it should still be cool. Oh yeah, the green is a lot better. Okay, that's up there. Patrick, how did you ask me about you had a really hilarious question that Sam would appreciate. It was like, why do people draw things? Or what's in it for them? Oh, thanks for showing up, Sam. I appreciate you. It was something like akin to something like what, but you had it like a deeper. You're like, what do you get from it as a person? Which I thought was hilarious. Like I asked other creatives that question and they were kind of offended. They're like, well, what? Like they felt like they needed to justify what they do. But I love that kind of question. Like it's the kind of question Jen would ask, where she's like, why make a picture at all? Like what? Like I just find the way I think everyone's creative, but non-creatives in this way, I find it fascinating to have a peek at how they think. It's like this, I'm feeling the same intrigue back for you having asked that question. But like this feels productive in so many ways too. Like I feel like when I'm not doing this, I feel like I'm not being productive. I don't know, maybe Sam, you've got some reasons. Okay, I need to do bigger shapes here. And then it's much light. I can do that in the background, I think. It is a hilarious question. I love it. It's like innocent, but like comes from like an actual curiosity, but also like made me think about it, where I'm like, what do I get out of this? Wait, you feel bad? Okay. Wait, I don't understand what you're saying. You don't have a firm stance on this. I mean, I feel that way about people who like to just like hang out with their friends, because like, or just like, I don't know, in the same way, like I feel like I can't just relax because I'm wasting time by not doing this. Because I think also part of it is like being creative is like working out like a muscle. Like if I didn't do this for like a week, I'd lose it a little bit, like my sharpness, and I'd have to build it up again. So to like keep it, if you've decided that you want it and you're going to try to pursue it, that to keep it, you have to keep doing it. So you feel guilty for not doing it. Oh, I see. I see. No, I think you should question creatives more often as to why they create. Just if it bothers them, then I'm glad that you're out there doing it to bother them. And if it causes some sort of interesting conversation, then that's cool too. Oh, that is kind of true, what Sam said. Oh, why wasn't I using this one? Yeah, it does kind of drive you crazy if you don't, doesn't it? I don't know what that is exactly, but oh yeah, I'm digging this guy. Okay, again, spending too much time. Okay. What's this layer? That's literally nothing. Let's use it. Oh my god. It's way off, but whatever. Okay. Okay, let's get these old cute little trees in place. How about that? Let's put them in this layer. And you know what? I think, let's give a squint here. Oh, I think that needs to be darker. Oh. Okay. Okay. See that? Those are about the same value, I would say. And then this goes up here. And then it really gets all frazzly. That's what pills is good for. This tool. See? Look at that. That nice oh, you son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This actually happens a lot with heavy paint. Oh yeah. I wish, you know what? Squinting is a huge part of painting, and I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, oh, I wish like I could get glasses that I could just wear that would squint for me, because it's annoying to have to squint so much. This is funny. Like, to load a painting, you don't load a file. It like replays the animation of you creating the painting. You can skip through it though. You know what? Let's get these little sticky sticks in there. And they're like darker than this, but lighter than this, but not by enough really to make a big stink out of it. Let's just get in the ballpark. Oh, maybe there. Okay, bye. Bye. Thanks for coming to my amazing live stream. Good luck tomorrow. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I realized that that's why it was like stupid that I was wanting that as a product, because I'm like, that's just like people who need glasses, their regular vision. Okay, there's some lines going right there. So I'm trying to say small so I can see the values. Oh, and this needs to darken up. I'm seeing if that is indeed that dark, which I don't think it is. Yeah, I feel like not even like squinting glasses, but like they would actually just be like plain glasses with like little slits, but like really, really little. I don't know if that would make it. I don't know if that would work. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I see it like a little, like a no tan right now. Well, just invented a new product. This guy needs to be much darker. Oh yeah, I mean, I'd buy them. Plus, like, I think art people, when they're trying to do work but avoiding work, that's when they like to go buy art supplies. For sure. That's what I do. Okay, I think we could start getting a little closer. I'm doing not great on time. I had set a timer, but every time I crash, let's go 45 again. I was gonna try to do this in an hour. That is not gonna happen. Okay, let's do this, and I think I need to desaturate. Yeah, I think I like that. And let me put on my glasses again. Mm-hmm. It like works for the picture, but not for my painting. But this, for sure, I think you'll agree once it gets in here. It's just got to be darker, and I can go back and erase with the same kind of tool. Right? I think so. It kind of covers this blue stuff, which could shift to the side. We can mess with the sky later. I also kind of thought by streaming this, it would bring out my competitive side, which you know is quite healthy, perhaps a bit toxic. And it would push me to paint better. Don't know how that's working. I think like you perform better when you're already good at a task and you have an audience. Like I think that's an actual study. And if you're not confident in that task, you do not perform better. So this might be revealing. All right, there's some of this going on here. See, I just want the big shapes, and then I'm going to go in and fancy it up with the pill tool. It's going to be higher. And then I can cut out where needed. Okay, and these definitely... Oh, if you scrape too fast, I think that can cause a crash. So let's just take our time. And like all of this has like noise, eh? Let's go. What does this one do? Whoa. Oh yeah, that's kind of that, right? I'm gonna kill our pick. Sorry. I want something in between. Like that just seems like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. I gotta save this. I need 2 of them. I can do that. I can do that right now. Well, let's make the match here. Right there. Oh, this one's not as nice. I might try putting the lighter color for the trees down first as a base and then the darker color on top. Oh, interesting. I always do it the other way around. Let's see what the glasses have to say. Oh, I should have considered spacing. My eyes are not this far apart. Okay. I can only look at it one of them at a time. Also works. Versatile product. All right. So darker, lighter color. Oh, you know what? Do I do it that way? Let's do it that way. Okay, so lighter color. Oh yeah, I didn't like that. I want to go back to this. Oh yeah, this feels like freedom. Not there. And yeah, especially here. It needed some air. Yeah, I agree. Also, big fan of backlit anything. And then this, and then maybe we need those trunks in place. I'll feel better. He. It's funny with the delay. It's like I'm like having a conversation via snail mail. Like I see your comment and then I respond to it. I'm like, she'll get that eventually, but I'm moving on to new topics. You know what? I'm gonna just stick this here because I kind of like more saturation in this area. Just as a placeholder. Oh yeah. And then this is lighter. Cool. And maybe I'll just draw these by hand because they're kind of crinkly anyway. Like this guy is like, oh jeez. I don't like the brush adjustments in this. They're different on the iPad and much better. Oh. Yeah, you're like reverse. Like I'm sending a message from the future and you have to go back in time to reference it. Okay, that's gonna go up there. See, there's no, oh wait, is there? I could do a dynamic pressure based size or distance. Oh yeah. And that kind of gives me a nice little stage. I'll just put some like little figures there. The Oscar winners. I saw the note. I got like a note on my phone saying the Oscars start in an hour. I'm like, we're still doing those? This distance thing is weird. I don't like it. Pressure. Yeah. Okay. And then this guy. It's a little bendy. Not that. I'm going to have it go over this spot of sky here. So I watch a lot of live streams of like people painting, and I can tell you from watching myself paint right now, it's much more interesting to watch somebody who's really good at this. Where like they'll put a thing down and have full confidence that that's going to be a cool thing later, where I put something down, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to have to fix that later. Okay, let's get to squinting up again. Bigger brush. It is kind of like that. It's always embarrassing when that happens. Okay, that's there. Okay, I just need to scratch these in. I'm being too precious. This. I need to karate chop. Okay, there. And then that kind of goes that way, and I can like paint over these anyway. And okay, there's like two. They're kind of close together. There. I feel better already. There's some of this here, and there's some sticks there. And it makes me think that the middle ground should be darker because the trees really kind of blend into. Let's get a little closer now. I think we're ready for it. Oh, okay, that was too much detail. So this guy. Oh, and then this is actually over here. Interesting. And it's thicker. You know what? I think I need a bigger brush because I can always cut it back. And I find shape language in digital painting tends to be more interesting when you like go over and then erase back. And then the leftover shape is kind of cooler. So let's take that approach over here. And I think that stick is in the way. Yeah. So what are you doing, Sam? Keep yourself busy. Are you working? Are you still living in that spot on... Oh my god. Dundas? What the fuck street is that 7-Eleven on? Are you still living there? Oh my god. Wow. Is that the street? That's bad. I forgot that. I've forgotten that already. I mean, that was not that descriptive. It's not like you live on the second, maybe third floor of a building right next to, on the east side of a 7-Eleven in West Queen West. You're now my only viewer, so don't worry. And I haven't decided if I'm going to keep these after I've recorded them. Okay, that is feeling better, and I know from being there that this comes out like this, and there's like a little shack there, a little creepy little shack. And then this stuff, which I think does need to get darker, but also I'm pushing it back a little bit. Oh, you moved. Oh, you're in your own little place. It's true. That's cool. Where's your new place? What neighborhood? Oh, you know what? Let's get some reds in there. Let's spice it up a little. Oh, here's another thing you can do. This little mask, stencil mode, so it just stays in whatever. Like you can do that in Photoshop, but like it's nice how conveniently placed it is. Oh, cool. My old hood. It's probably changed a lot. Like we went back once, twice since we've moved here, and it was like noticeably different. And I know there's like a bridge now to Liberty Village, which is great. Because like, who wants to walk under that pigeon shithole tunnel to get to Liberty Village? Nobody. Okay, I don't wanna noodle with this. Oh yeah, agreed. I wish that black. Oh, let's do a black and white check. See where we're at. Oh, what do you think? Oh, the house is way too bright. Holy. Sky is maybe a little too light up here, but it's hitting the right notes down here. Entirely too bright back here. This is good. This could be darker. This is a hot mess. But it's the right value, I think. I did not realize the house was so far off. I thought the house was like, oh yeah, look, it's like fluorescent. I thought it was decent. It's actually, I think it's more like this color. Oops. Let's put our little masky friend. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's way too saturated. But if we all come down. Okay. See, that is just too dark, isn't it? Somewhere in the middle. See, it really feels like it's this color. Let's just kill color jitter. Oh, that's a little, yeah. It looks less saturated there. I also like that this keeps the last color, so if you're doing slight value adjustments, you can compare, and that holds up in black and white. So they're the same value. And if I pull this guy, see, that's where it needs to be to lighten up just that much. Have you tried masking a painting that matched? Making a painting that matched in gray scale tones, but it's like not at all the right natural colors. Oh, have I done that? I've done some value studies. No, I don't think I've done that exactly. That would be hard, particularly for like if you did like blue or anything more purple, because those will turn different colors when you lighten them up. Like light blue looks almost like pink purple, and then light purple looks like light blue. So this is the right value, but it's the wrong color. Ugh. Green. Oh, oh, I think I nailed it. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's loosely keep our window positions, and I'm just gonna use this fill lasso. That feels better. Yeah, definitely. I've done keeping this in black and white and then just choosing random colors. Because a painting, it just really shows that like value is so much more important than color, because the picture will still read, and even sometimes have that photoreal feeling, which is really just like like if you match the values, you'll get that. And it kind of can be fun to see what the results are. Oh yeah, I need to get this sky. This was right. Yeah, you should pick this app up. If you do you have an iPad? Because it's on iPad. But also desktop, which I actually kind of like better because it has this stencil feature, but it has like a slightly different feel, but like so minimal, and like it's nice that it's portable on an iPad. Sometimes I'll take my iPad out to paint on location. While you answer my questions from the past, my next question is, are you working right now? That right there. Oh, cool. Yeah, you should pick this up. Oh yeah, that's right. Right there. Right there. Oh yeah, that like settled it. Mm-hmm. And this is definitely darker. Hey. Oh, I think even darker still. What is a risograph print? I've never heard of that. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I must be on like, oh wait. No, I must be on a super delay. Okay, I'm still working full time at my post-production job. Oh, sweet. Cool. Cool. Yeah, pandemic's kind of also made things a little crazy, eh? Like, there's like more time to spend on personal projects, but also kind of not. If you're not working and you're stressed out about that, so to be able to do both is a blessing during pandemic, I would say. Oh, that's like almost too green. It's starting to go a little purple there, eh? Oh yeah. Maybe a little lighter too. We gotta. Oh, you son of a bitch. You didn't say what a risograph was. Don't make me Google it. Yeah, that's pandemic burnout for you. Oh, you. Mm-hmm. I need to get that big tree in there so I'm not messing with this when I shouldn't be messing with this. Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. See, I'm gonna have to Google risograph. Oh, cool. These things, those like single, well, not single color, but like limited color fluo kind of offset color kind of look. Yeah, this would complement your work really well. Oh, and the answer's in. Cool. Yeah, that would work really well with your style, I would imagine. Do you have like a portfolio spot right now? Oh, I did it again. When it crashes, it goes to the top layer. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten it from your explanation. Not that it was bad, but you have to see it. I do not know how to handle those kinds of color variation. Like that, to me, is so much harder. What's going on in there? than this, even though they're kind of the same. But the like soft, blendy, foofy transitions. Psh. Maybe it's time to smudge. Or blur. Oh. That's a little too much. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna allow myself to play with that later. That is not what needs to happen right now. I like that little blue patch right back there. Maybe I can have it direct to a focal, a pointer. Oh, these trees are a hot mess too. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's 8:55. I've been doing this for so much longer than I wanted to. Let's work on this house. So maybe I'll just do that inner layer first with a line. It's like kind of this, eh? But a little bit more green. I don't even honestly know how useful like a portfolio is, like besides maybe like in the interview. Like before I left, like whenever I was getting new freelance work, I was just telling people to look at my Instagram if they wanted to see any of my work. Oh, that is not... Is that darker or lighter? It's a little darker. Oh yeah. My brain wanted to go lighter because of this, but it is darker. But yeah, I think like Squarespace is like the number one. Like it's really just like they're all the same in terms of like what the person sees when they go to your site. It's just like which one is easier to set up. And I think they're, having used like Squarespace and Wix, which I think are the main ones, they're both like stupid easy. Oh my god, I don't even want to think about that right now. It's so complicated. Let's see if we could just, if we squint and just make it like those values. Don't think about what you're actually drawing. Okay, so it's like this. Oh yeah, like even, let alone having a short attention span for looking at your work. Like I don't even have attention span to go to another app in my phone. I'm like, oh, I gotta copy this web address and go into like a browser and then figure out what the hell's going on this other platform. So you're kind of having to learn another platform when you look at somebody's website. Where if they just want to get that overview really quickly. Oh, that window is just not in the right place. And you know what? I might just have to live with it at this point. I guess it needs to be a little longer and bluer maybe. Hey. Oh, that was the wrong decision. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. There. Yeah, that's also a thing. The platforms are just exhausting to use in general, I would agree. They demand so much of your time. Oh, that is just slantier. Oh yeah, it's got way more of a lean going on, eh? And this one too. It's supposed to be like, oh, it's actually maybe alright. Maybe not. God, this is the hardest part of the painting, is just getting the proportions down. No, the valley is the hardest part. Oh, the color. Oh, it's all hard. Oh yeah, well, you don't need to worry about the algorithms. There's people working against you full time. They just care that you're still on the app, thus generating ad dollary dues. Like, how did that and that are not parallel, but they feel parallel? Maybe this is a little straighter. Okay, just move on. It's got this tone. Oh wait, stick to the, okay, so that color is like as dark as this, and it's definitely blue, but it's not saturated. Oh, there. And then I do a little one of these. And then that one's like there. Okay. And there's like a bunch of streaky. It's like lighter. That's what I needed. I think that's what I need to do. Maybe I'll just steal this color. No, I think it's this color. And then do like a this. Oh, no. Okay, thank you for showing up. I'm gonna log off, and so maybe then I can also concentrate. But thank you for showing up. Nice chatting.